Western Desert vehicle. We didn't have one running at the museum, so that was a real mission for us to get it. A lot of grants after the Western Desert campaign ended up there with Australian forces. They ended up in Australia. This grant was in Australia, and then a lot of grants were there used as farm machinery, taken the bits, left in the bush. And a gentleman called Rob Loudon of the Australian Artillery and Armour Museum agreed to part with this one. It had been a museum exhibit for a number of years, and basically we were lucky enough to do a vehicle swap with him, and we managed to get this into running order. We had about 5 weeks last year to get the engine out, literally overhaul the final drive, the brakes, fuel tanks, whatever, to make it a proper running vehicle. We made it, and so far she's been great. Second phase will really get it in good condition so it can be a sort of concourse representative of what the British Army was using.
To me, looking pretty good as it is. An unusual vehicle, very tall. That turret does mean it does stick out on the battlefield. This, of course, is a grant. The American League had a cupola on the top, which adds actually another foot to the height of the vehicle. So that is a bit of a disadvantage. The British Army, as I said, really liked these. The Soviets, the Red Army, were not so fond of them, were they? In fact, they called it a grave for 7 brothers, which I think is a little bit unfair. But again now, and we've had a look at a medium tank. I think with Chaffee, if we're going to get on now.